So I'm here with Merstham boss Jamie Decruz after a superb second half display. Jamie, what did you change at half time to turn the game around, given we're losing 2-1 at half time?
I mean, we didn't really change too much, to be fair. We thought we were good for 35 minutes of the game. And then for that 10-minute period where they scored both goals, we sunk, we got deeper. Initially, we pressed them really, really high. And I think as we sort of sunk, we become sloppier on the ball. We invited pressure, and then they took their two opportunities. I mean, I was amazed that there was 4 minutes of added time. It seemed to come from nowhere, and they scored with like the last kick. We put a lot of energy into that first 35. We were pressing high, we were aggressive, and I think we needed that breather. Where it killed us is we've just become sloppy on the ball, and it just allowed them to keep momentum and attacking. Second half, we just wanted to carry on, try and replicate that 35, which we knew we could go again. I thought second half we were brilliant overall, and they're a good side, Three Bridges, with momentum on their side. They've won 6 out of 6 now. They're a good side. They've got some good players who can score goals. You know, the forward's a good player. Hallard's scored a good amount of goals this year, and he's lively. So we knew they would have threats, but I just thought we got on top of them second half. I thought we made the game difficult. We probably weren't as pretty on the eye as we have been in maybe other games, but it was a much more solid performance. We looked more in control. We were physical. It was a good game. There was tackles flying in, and we scored. You know, Corey's come up trumps with his hat trick. He scored 2 second half. Finn probably could have had a brace as well. He's at the post. The keeper's made a great save against him. So, you know, I actually thought we deserved it against a good side. The 10 minutes they were on top, they deserved to go 2-1 up. But thankfully, we were much better second half.
From a spectator's point of view, I can say that was nerve-wracking. Certainly the second half. I didn't think we would be able to turn it around because, as you say, they looked a good side. But Corey Henry, 5 goals in 2 games now. Anything changed in the way you set up with Corey, or has he changed how he's playing?
I think he's working harder. There was a huge emphasis today on him working hard because he was, you know, our first line of press, so he had to work hard. Maybe that got his legs going. He was a handful all game. And to be fair to Corey, the last 15 games he's been brilliant. Maybe the goals haven't shown that in his, you know, in terms of the rewards he deserves, but his actual performances have been brilliant, and he brings others into play, and he's strong. And I mean, their centre halves have had to battle all night, but it was really nice to see him take his goal, and they were different goals as well. His header, the first half, the first minute was a brilliant header. Second half, second one was a little bit of a poacher's finish, which is nice to see Corey score, and the third one's obviously, you know, a nice smart finish. So through on goal, good run down the side, and prodded it in. So. Yeah, Corey's amazing. And Corey's massive for us. Corey is, in my opinion, one of the best strikers in the league on his day. He's loved here and he loves it here. We accept at times that, you know, we need more goals and we demand more goals from him because he's our talisman. But when he's getting 5 and 2, and hopefully now, he done it last year, he really kicked on towards the latter stage of the season, and it would be brilliant if he can do that again.
Yeah, absolutely. So a debut today for Chris Lutonado in midfield. How did you think Chris performed?
I thought he was brilliant. I thought he was really, really good. He was energetic. He was mature in what he was doing. We asked a lot of him, to be fair, as a young 18-year-old. He's not massive in frame, but you know he's not small either. But I thought he'd done really, really well, and he would have stayed on. He would have stayed on, I imagine. He got booked right towards the end, and it was that type of game where you worry that as a young lad you might. There was an incident straight after he got booked where he went in, and it was one of those, and we just thought get him off to protect him. It was more about protecting Chris, and we were in a position where we could bring Lee Lewis on in terms of his injury not being as bad as first field Saturday. But I thought Chris was brilliant, and you know, another player who has emerged from our successful partnership with Valenti and the under 18. So we've now had 7 debuts from the under 18 side, and hopefully there'll be more to come.
And what a start to the game. I timed that goal at 48 seconds, Corey's header. But what I think really impressed me was Emmanuel's contribution, certainly in that first phase of the game, and also in the second goal as well.
2 great balls, 2 really, really good balls. We wanted more from Emmanuel because every time he went forward, he looked like he was going to make things happen. I think with our wide plays, at times, they can become really, really pivotal to what we do. But then the flip side is they can almost get lost in the game. And we're trying to work really hard on the 2 wide plays, even when they're not getting as much as the ball as they would like, to still get involved, whether that's dropping slightly deeper, whether it's sliding down to get more ball to feet, not always relying on, you know, balls in behind or facing defenders up, because, you know, defenders at this level, once they know you've got a bit of pace, they They either go tight in you in certain situations, or they, try and make sure you're being marked at most times, and we found that. So, yeah, two really, really good balls. I thought the first cross was amazing. It was landed on Corey's head. But yeah, really positive impact from Emmanuel.
And in the second half, you seemed to press much higher up the pitch than you did in the first half. The first half, it looked like, certainly in the last 15 minutes, we sat back a little bit. Second half, we were really pushing up high, pressing them.
Yeah, I thought first half hour we probably got after them quite high. Maybe not to as much success. Second half, but then they would tire. Second half, they would tire. So then I felt the more we got after them, the more mistakes we would be enforced, and we were celebrating winning the ball back as a team. And then it was the quality on the ball for us, I thought. That would determine whether we got back in the game or not. So we would regain the ball in that 15 minutes where we went really, really sloppy, often lost the ball straight after we regained it, won the ball, lost it, won the ball, lost it. Second half, it was, can we then, and that's what we probably spoke about at half time, how can we turn positive transitions into opportunities? And I thought we'd done it really well. Players had pictures. Brad 2 or 3 times without even looking knew that Finn would be there, and he's switched it really, really well. And just those little moments of knowing where their defenders were and where we could try and attack. So yeah, I thought that was the main improvement. Also, probably my words from Saturday still ringing in their ears, because I know I was really upset after Saturday. Genuinely upset, disappointed, frustrated, angered, annoyed, because and I'm still feeling the same today, almost more so, because that's the level of performance they can put in. That's the amount of work rate they can put in when they've got that bit between their teeth, that desire. No team in this league is going to give us 3 points. No one. It doesn't matter who you're playing. And I can accept losing games of football. I don't like losing games, but I can accept it. Not when we don't work hard. Today, I would be amazed if our stats aren't double what they were on Saturday. And I'm not stat driven, but without a doubt, there's a correlation between if you work hard, you'll get the rewards. And I think today we've worked incredibly hard.
So we're up to 6th. What's your aspirations for the rest of the season?
We seem to be around this mark all the time, that we 6, 7. Just take every game as it comes. I think this league's so challenging. Games you expect to win, or you expect teams to win, they don't, and vice versa. So I just think we're an amazing season. We've elapsed the point total from last season, and now we're plus 4 or 5. So we want to keep going in a positive direction. I believe on our day we can beat anyone, and I fully, I do fully believe that. That isn't me just saying it. I genuinely do believe that. I also think we can lose to anyone. So that's the part where we've got to try and become more consistent in what we do. But I just think keep taking every game as it comes, and victories like today will really help in the long-term goal. The lads actually celebrating for once. Sometimes we win and it's like a little bit passive. Today it meant something, and now we've got to go again. I don't know if East Grinstead didn't play today in the end, so they would have had a few extra days recovery, but we've got to make sure Saturday back at home, we need all our supporters in. We need a really big crowd for Saturday to get the boys over the line. It's going to be another tough game, and the lads have played 3 in a week at home on a heavy pitch, so we really need everyone there on Saturday, and we've got to push the boys, and let's hope we can get another win and really stop building momentum as we go towards the end of the season.
Thank you, Jamie. And as Jamie has said, let's get everybody down here for Saturday. Another 3 points on the line, and we hope to have a big crowd in. Jamie, thanks, and go and celebrate with the boys.
Cheers, Chris.
Thank you.